Yo, people, what's going on? Back again with another footy talk. Lewis, what you telling me, fam?
I'm all good. I'm all good. Minus all the scaremongering from our fan base because we lost to Celtic and everyone's acting like we're getting relegated already. But yeah, I'm chill. I'm chill. What are you saying, bro?
What did you make of that Celtic game anyway? Because that was a strong enough team, bruv, to be doing better than that.
Oh, it was a terrible performance. But to me, fitness, sharpness, and trying to adapt to Maresca's style of play all play a massive part in why we lost 4-1. Like, let's be real, fittest Chelsea team, that sort of result isn't happening. Literally starting their league campaign next week. But I'm glad we're having those sorts of games now. I'm glad we're getting exposed now because, in my opinion, pre-season's where you want to be making those sorts of mistakes. It's where you want to see what's going wrong and where they're not understanding the system. Just got another 3 weeks to try and pattern things up. Obviously, the games aren't going to get any easier. I think after Club America tomorrow, we have Man City, Real Madrid, Inter, and then we start the season against Man City. But I kind of like that. Like, why should we just play easy teams in preseason throughout the entire run? I'd rather we test ourselves against the best clubs in Europe. Even if we don't necessarily win all of them, like, it's a good barometer to test yourself and to try the system out against the best teams. So yeah, like preseason to me, like that's where I want to see all the growing pains. And I guess we just got a very big example of that, but not really anything to start saying we're going to get relegated or Maresca's getting sacked at Christmas or we're not winning a game till September and all this other BS and hyperbole. I think it's ridiculous, but it's so Chelsea. It's so Chelsea because our fan base moans about anything. Last week it was Chalobah and it was a bunch of youth players that are getting sold that were never really going to do anything here anyway. Now this time it's the Celtic game and everyone's just overinflating the result. Like half our first team weren't even there for that one, but whatever.
What about the actual performance? Did you take any positives from anything new that you thought that you saw you were doing that you weren't doing under Poch, or are you just completely writing off the whole performance?
Hiyuen and Kunku looked promising. Like, I like the idea of what we're trying to do in terms of like flooding the final third and everything, but you could clearly see transitional problems. You could clearly see structural problems in terms of the fact that because we were pushing so many players forward, there was a gaping hole between the midfield and the defense of like 40, 50 yards. So all Celtic need is like 2-3 passes and they've just bopped through half the team.
That was us last season, bro. That's Ten Hag ball. You sure that boy? That's Ten Hag.
Yeah, but I mean, bro, yeah, but that's Ten Hag ball after a whole season, not what's his name? Maresca ball after 2 games, isn't it? So like all those mistakes, I even just bring it down to they're still learning it. They're still learning the style of play. You've gone from Poch's lack of tactical football, where it's literally just pressing and running, to now strict positional play. It's going to be a big shock to the system for a lot of these players. And forget just sharpness and fitness. Half of that squad was injured the entire season anyway. I think our entire midfield was filled with injured players last season who barely had minutes in the first place. James, Lavia, and Kunku, Chukwuemeka. So,
but all these men never played international, so they should be sharp enough, or they should be rested enough.
Rested, sharp enough in what sense?
Well, they should be rested enough. Because, bro, they didn't go to no Euros or nothing. Like, all these men are rested. They didn't have no international duty. So,
no, but
even though they didn't play last season, they would have started back training. Do you know what I mean? Long enough to do better than that, surely, blood.
See, I would agree with that with maybe a couple more weeks to try and understand the system a bit more. But now it's too early. So, literally 2 weeks that they've had on the Maresca. So I think it's way too early to be getting to that sort of conclusion.
Fair enough.
Like, if this is the sort of game that you have in like match day 3 of the Prem, cool.
It's a problem.
I understand. Yeah. Now it's 2 weeks. I can't really take too much out of that.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, my man saying at least Maresca's identity is clear to see straight away. He's seeing principles of play, structure. And bro, that's To be honest, that's all you can ask for. That's all you can really ask for. If you're seeing the principles of play, you're seeing the structure, but you're losing, yeah, then that's not a problem. The problem comes when you're looking at it and you don't really know what you're looking at. Do you know what I mean? I have more of an issue of that. And so if you can see what you're looking at, it just doesn't look great at the moment, then that's kind of better than looking at the team and not knowing what you're seeing, innit? So I don't know, because I've seen United, what we've played. We played 3 games on paper, but the first game was a throwaway game. It was a nothing game.
That was a Rosenborg one, right?
Yeah, that was a nothing game, bro. Like the only 3 or 4 first team players played. And then the Rangers game again was kind of a nothing game. The first real game was the Arsenal game, and we looked good for 20 minutes at the beginning. And then after Arsenal got the equalizer, it's like the game died. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and even then, when I'm looking at it, I don't really know what I'm seeing at the moment. I'm trying to work out what I'm seeing. I see a lot of these fake tacticals online trying to make up things about how we're building out and the things that they think we're doing, and we're not doing that. The weird thing that I've noticed a lot is when I watch football, yeah, I'm trying to analyze what's going on. And most people are not doing that. They're just watching the game. Do you know what I'm saying? So when I'm seeing certain people talking online and praising certain players, I'm like, what fucking game were you watching, bro? Because I'm trying to analyze what zones players are taking up.
Is it like praising or overinflating?
But both. You know them ones
But
there. Like I'm seeing bare people saying that Mason Mounts looks sharp in preseason, bro. He's not had one good game. Like, and I'm just like, hold on, like I'm watching all these games. A man is saying, "Oh, he looks sharp." It's like, what do you mean he looks sharp? What you mean he runs a lot? He always does that.
yeah, he's working hard. That sounds like the exact same thing I heard at Chelsea. Mount weren't great today, but you know what? He worked hard, so I ain't got a lot of energy for him. He tried.
That man would be like, "Oh, Mount looks sharp, bro." What are you talking about? 0 progressive passes, and he made like 3 tackles in 45 minutes. A man will say he worked hard, but you know what Mount's very good at? Mount's very good at doing one thing and then vanishing for 15 minutes and then popping up and doing it again, then vanishing for 15 minutes. And before you know it, yeah, all you can remember is, oh, cool. Like he made a couple tackles and you just don't see him for the rest of the game. Do you know what I mean? You don't see the mistakes because he's just not in the game. Do you know what I'm saying?
See, I know it's only pre-season, but that sounds so Mount. That's literally like the last 18 months of him.
Bro, he's so nothing, bro. He's just nothing. Like, do you know what I mean? At least with McTominay, yeah, it's like McTominay kind of knows his level to a certain degree. And McTominay scores goals.
Yeah, he's a box crasher. Like, he'll get you something.
Yeah, like Mount don't get goals, and he doesn't affect the game. Like, he's just nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing about him. Like, I'll be real. Like, as much as I hate Bruno, yeah, and cool, Mount might be better than Bruno on the ball, but at least when Bruno's on the pitch, he's affecting the game, or at least trying to affect the game. Like, Mount just doesn't affect the game. Like, he don't affect the game. He's the kind of player. I'll play him as a winger. I'll play him as a winger. I'll play him as a winger away from home in the games where I don't want to lose them, just as an extra midfielder. But I'm not sacrificing a midfielder for him. He's fucking shit. Do you know what I mean?
That's how I know you, man, are struggling if you want to play him on the wing. Oh, bro, dear.
No, but that's the only place that I would use him, bro. Like, that's the only place I'd use him when we're going City away and man need extra legs in the midfield. That's the only time I might use him.
Fair enough.
He's rubbish.
If you're under the cosh, you got everyone behind the ball, wheel out Mounts.
Yeah, fair bro, enough. He's fucking awful, man. He's a nothing player. If you're trying to play on the front foot, you do not pick Mason Mount. What use do you have for a player like him? He's useless.
Well, funnily enough, he no outstanding attributes against the bottom 5.
Bro, the guy's got no outstanding attributes on the football. That's always worrying, you know. When a player's got no outstanding attributes on the ball, it makes you wonder, innit? He's got nothing. At least with Scott McTominay, he strikes the ball well.
We used to have a team full of those players. Mount, Havertz, Chilwell, Gallagher. All brazy off the ball, and then you give them the ball and they don't do anything with it. Another reason why I'm so glad we had the clear out that we had. Because I had a whole team full of them road runners.
Yeah, facts. And this is what it is, bro. Like, bro, when you're watching, yeah, if you're watching to see how a football team plays, you have to look at how the players move off the ball, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The average
and
footballer
in the Celtic
has
game, that was our biggest problem.
Bro,
Like
the
that,
average
even
footballer
Maresca came
touches
out
the
and said, like,
ball.
our biggest. Go.
The average footballer is on the ball for less than 3 minutes over 90 minutes, probably less than 2 minutes. The very, very good players like the Busquets, yeah, they might be on the ball for about a minute and a half in 90 minutes, like actually on the ball, bro. So there's no point watching players on the ball. Watching players on the ball don't tell you anything. Do you know what I'm saying? Like watching players on the ball can tell you if they're technically sound or not. That's all it can tell you. Like,
Or just their best
literally,
attributes in possession.
99% of football's off the ball. So you have to look at the team structure off the ball. You have to look at players' movement off the ball. Do you know what I mean? If I'm telling you to watch a player, I'm telling you to watch a player off the ball. Like on the ball.
And if anything, that was our biggest problem against Celtic. Like that's one of the main things the manager identified as well. Like whenever we were out of possession, like we were way too high up the pitch. Whenever we weren't pressing, we were still sticking high up the pitch, which was part of the reason why they were able to cook us so easily. The wing play offensively and defensively was, I won't say offensively it was non-existent. It was just very ineffective. Like I think Noni just needs to work a bit more on the end product, but again, pre-season. Defensively, they were literally just walking through us on the wings. Literally just walking through us.
But what do you put that down to? Do you put that down to the players not understanding the structure?
Yeah, completely the structural thing. And like he said that as well, like 10, 15 days, we haven't had a lot of time to prepare. They're about to start their league season next week. They're a lot more fitter. They're a lot more sharper. And it showed on the pitch, ultimately. Second half, I thought we got a bit better defensively. Like we weren't conceding as many chances. And then Howler third goal gets conceded and we can concede a 4 straight after that. Game done. But again, just growing pains and all of that all comes down to just them understanding the structure. That's why half of the panicking I've seen from the fan base is embarrassing. Half the shouts I've seen from Maresca to getting sacked in a couple weeks is embarrassing because all these men flip-flopped over Poch and they'll flip-flop over Maresca again once we win 2 or 3 games in a row. Everyone showed their arse last season. Man, it just flip-flops. So it is what it is, but we have a fan base full of crybabies.
I hear that. I absolutely hear that. And yeah, spot on about Kai Havertz. But this is the reason why Kai Havertz creates a lot of chances for Arsenal, because he's not a striker. And he drifts into these deep midfield positions and then he runs off the back of defenders and they don't go with him. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not because he's great on the ball, because he gets into positions, yeah, and he misses. Let's not get it right, yeah. Like, bro, if Kai Havertz could actually finish, he would be dangerous because his movement is very hard to pick up. It's very hard to pick up his movement because he drifts in players where he drifts into spaces that defenders do not want to go. And that's what it is. So you only realize what he gives Arsenal if you look at him off the ball, because on the ball, he ain't going to do nothing. He's going to take a touch and lay it off, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, the intricacy of his game is not on the ball. And this is the problem. Like, people will watch a player and they'll do a couple things on the ball and they'll not give the ball away. And then people will say, oh, yeah, they're playing well. It's like, what are you talking about, bro? If man's standing in corridors where they can't receive the ball, 10, 15 minutes is going by, they're not involved. How is that having a good game, bro? You're not affecting the game. You're not affecting the game. And
just looking at
United got a lot of those players.
How many times have you given the ball away and all of that?
Yeah, but again, just having 100% pass completion, yeah, doesn't mean you're having a good game if you've only completed 4 passes. Do you know what I mean? Like that doesn't make no sense. And this is the problem. Like, people tend to analyze football in moments. So from what I can remember, this player hasn't given the ball away, so they're having a good game. Just like giving the ball away doesn't mean you're having a bad game. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you've given the ball away, it doesn't mean you're having a bad game. It matters how you give the ball away and where you give the ball away. That's how I judge when people are giving the ball away. When you're picking up the ball and you're just hoofing it to the other team, that's a problem. But if you're in the final third and you're trying to play an incisive pass and it doesn't come off, I'll let you off, because that's the most difficult the most difficult place to complete a pass is in the final third.
That's why you got to be a bit more riskier, and risk comes with either reward or dispossession.
Well, there you go.
It all depends on the level of the pass.
And this is the problem. Too many people.
Some people would just see as, did you get a goal? Did you get an assist? If you did, that 2 out of 10 you had, it's fine. It's a 6 out of 10. You know the saying, a goal will change your life.
Brother, a goal changes the whole narrative of a football match.
Do you know
what I mean? Too many times I see it with KDB all the time. Nowhere in a game, man of the match, because he got an assist or he got a goal. Same with Bruno. A lot of these kind of players do that. Rashford will do that. He'll stink the place out for 90 minutes, end up scoring 1 goal. Do you know what I mean? And all of a sudden, man of the match is
Sterling all over. It's about the man
football,
of the match.
Man. This is where modern football's gone, unfortunately, innit? And it's jarring, bro. So, like, when you go on Twitter, you see loads of people talking about a game and you have to wonder, did I watch the same fucking football match? And that's how I felt all preseason.
That's how I felt really... like all the way through 2024. Oh, we've won another game. What? We're pretending that was good. Okay. Yeah, we finally beat Manchester United. Look, I'm thanking God for the way we won that. And like nobody else.
Yeah. And yo, like this thing here is killing me, bro. This Wan-Bissaka revisionism at this football club, bro. This is why Manchester United Football Club has been dusted, for a long time, is because these men claim to want us to improve, but these men are averse to change, bro. They don't want change, bro. These men want Alex Ferguson to come back and manage the team. That's what these men want. I remember when certain men were saying, oh, I know what we need in the dressing room. We need Roy Keane and that, bruv. We don't need Roy Keane. Roy Keane hasn't managed successfully anywhere. These men are nostalgia merchants, bro. These men are keeping this football club in the 20th century, bro. That's what a lot of these fans are doing, yeah. And it's one of them ones where
Wan-Bissaka, Mourinho,
brother. Wan-Bissaka's never been good, bro. Man need to allow it. He's a 1v1 defender. He's a 1v1 specialist. That's all he is. He's not good enough on the ball. He offers nothing going forward whatsoever. And he's a pressing trigger playing out from the back. He's an actual pressing trigger. So I don't know why people are talking like it's not an upgrade on him immediately if we just get a ball playing fullback. It is. And he's not even that good defensively. Like when you see him get caught under crosses all the time, like his defensive positioning is so poor, but he gets away with it because he's got recovery pace and he's got long legs here to make these sliding tackles. But he's not a Man United level player, bro. Do you know what I mean? And they done the same thing with Fred. I always was rating Fred. These men were like, oh, Fred, shit, get him out of here. Now Fred's left. Bare people saying, oh, we miss Fred's legs and that. These men always wait until the player's out on their way out or out the door. Then all of a sudden the revisionism starts, bro. They love it. Always romanticizing shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Wan-Bissaka, no. If you want to play progressive football, yeah, you get rid of him. I was telling the man them in a group chat yesterday because Musa and Nuruddin were like, was it Musa and Nuruddin? No, it wasn't Musa and Nuruddin. It was Musa and Traps were saying, yo, we shouldn't be getting rid of Wan-Bissaka. And I said, listen, at the end of the day, yeah, his book value is about 5 million. He's in the last year of his contract. We can get up to like 20 odd million for him. It's a good deal. And on top of that, yeah, bro, if we're changing the way we play football, we get rid of him. I don't care what his qualities are. He doesn't suit what we're doing, bro. If you're on a weight loss journey, yeah, the first thing you do is get rid of all the snacks in your cupboard, bro. That's the first thing you do because you have to change your mindset. Do you know what I'm saying? You have to get rid of all the snacks because, bro, man don't want a moment of weakness and you open the cupboard and there's biscuits in there, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So you have to take the temptation away. You have to make sure, yeah, that you can't fall back into old habits, bro. So you get rid of the snacks, bro. Dash that in the bin, bro. And that's what getting rid of Wan-Bissaka is, bro. We can't fall back into this park the bus football, yeah, because we don't have him. Get rid of him. That's what man need to do. So it's one of them ones where if we get him out the club and we don't have the possibility of relying on him, then we can really go 100% in the new style of football that we want to play.
And it forces change in the right back position too.
100%, bro. And the thing is, yeah, it's one of them things as well. People don't understand that a fullback that's useless in the final third, and Luke Shaw's not good either. Let's not get it right. Luke Shaw in attacking areas is poor. I don't know what people see in him, bro. He's a good defensive player, yeah, if he doesn't cross the halfway line, bro. He's decent on the ball. He don't overlap, bro. He doesn't overlap. The whole time, Luke Shaw's been at Man United for nearly 10 years. And if he has 10 assists, then he's done well. And I say 10 open play assists as well, bro. Like, the guy's not a threat in attacking areas. If we want to be
saying in his career or in a season?
Bruv, in his career, bro. Fuck the season. His numbers are rubbish. Do you know what I'm saying? But, bro, like, I'll be real, yeah? Like, bro, when your fullbacks are not dangerous in attacking areas, it takes away from your overall output as a team. It has to. It has to, because fullbacks are very, very important. More so now because the modern wide forwards invert. So because they invert, you need your fullbacks, yeah, to keep the width, and they need to be dangerous, bro. They need to be dangerous. Wan-Bissaka, yeah, when he plays on the right-hand side, guaranteed nothing's happening on that side. Guaranteed. So even if, for argument's sake, even if Mazraoui, yeah, is a sideward step on Wan-Bissaka ability-wise, yeah, even if he is, it's already addition by subtraction, yeah, because he's got qualities that Wan-Bissaka don't have. So it's already, even if their ability is the same, it's still an upgrade. Because stylistically,
and those abilities will help the rest of the team more than a Wan-Bissaka, for example, because he's got a better passing range, he's more creative. Whereas with Wan-Bissaka, it's just straight defending, which I mean is good, but like nothing offensively.
Bro, if you want to play out from the back,
caliber, this is ruthlessness.
It's what you want your club to do. You can't have Wan-Bissaka as your right back, bro. He can't play out from the back. He's not a ball playing fullback, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be able to play out in tight situations, yeah. If you want to play progressive football from the back, you need to. You need fullbacks. 17 assists in 251 games, bro. That's what I'm trying to say.
The guy's Southampton record.
This guy's fucking useless, bro. This is what I'm trying to say to you. But these men are still trying to breed him, bro. Like, these Man United fans, they don't want to improve. They don't want to.
And the maddest thing is, we talk about Man United and like the fact that one of their biggest problems is like who's getting the goals, and a big part of it is like you need your fullbacks to try and help out. So like, why are these men moaning as soon as you're trying to improve the right hand side? Actually, I say why are they moaning? We're having the same problem at Chelsea. Man are just attached to the wrong people.
Yeah,
and I don't know why, because at least even with us and Chilwell, for example, they're trying to bring back UCL tax. What's Wan-Bissaka got? What's he got? Like the FA Cup tax?
But this is what I'm saying.
Did he even play in the FA Cup final?
Nah, I don't think so. Actually,
I don't know what he's got.
He might have, actually, because I don't know if Shaw was fit. I don't remember. I don't think Shaw was fit.
Even then, it's like, really, like, just let him go. Why are these men so attached to? I don't get it,
bro. Like, they're only doing this now. He's leaving, bro.
Oh,
it's foolishness. Right, cool. Do you know what I'm saying?
You lot the FA Cup. That's the argument.
They done the same thing with Amrabat. This brother was nowhere all season, yeah. Then, you know what I mean? He plays well in the FA Cup final, and man are saying, "I'll give Amrabat a contract." This is what Man United fans do, and then they claim that they want us to improve. It's nonsensical that you would even, bro. These men were calling him Haram Drew Tate, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, yeah, bro, they were killing him, bro. They
were Andrew Tate, Haram Drew Tate. That's not right.
They were killing him, bro. And then all of a sudden, he had one good game, yeah. They were saying, "Oh, give him a contract." This is what they did with Oli, bro. This is what these men always do, bro. Man United fans are some of the most emotional that I've ever seen, bro. And yeah, this thing about Mazraoui,
with Chelsea fans on that.
Hey, Mazraoui is a way better natural footballer than Wan-Bissaka, which means playing out from the back is going to suit him more. Do you know what I mean? And he can play on the right and the left. I'm not a big fan of his. I think he's got similar.
The only real problem is his injury record, I think.
Yeah. I think he's got similarities to Dalot. in terms of like his skill set and that, which is good because I rate that low, but his availability has not been great, innit? Like this is the only problem, bruv. So I don't really know, man. I don't really know. I'm taking him, don't get me wrong. Like I'm happy with him coming in, but I wanted Kodioglu, blood. That's who I wanted, bro. That's who I wanted, bro. I didn't want this brother Mazraoui. But if he's gonna be a similar profile in terms of his attacking ability and he can drive forward, he can dribble, he can play out from the back. It's an upgrade, bro. Do you know what I mean? It is an upgrade, and it's one of them ones.
How much is he going for?
I don't know, bro. I think like 12 million or something like that.
Okay,
I have no idea, bro. But I'll be
might
real.
just be a cheaper option.
Yeah, but nah, I think Kadioglu would have been cheaper. Actually, maybe it wouldn't have been, to be fair, because them Turkish clubs don't need to sell.
Plus, the Euros would have just raised that guy's value.
Yeah, facts. And with Mazraoui, man saying he's signing Ajax Eredivisie players only. But the thing is, yeah, these lot wouldn't have let him. The Man United recruitment team would not have sanctioned Mazraoui, yeah, if they weren't looking at him. They wouldn't have sanctioned it if they didn't rate him and he wasn't on the list. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, they believe that he fits in to what we're trying to do. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're saying they wanted 25, 30 million for him. I'll forget that then. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, he's a 10 million pound player, bro. Like, I know he's had a good tournament, but no one was talking about this brother, like, what, 6 months ago?
But them tournaments, man.
Yeah,
they'll just void up the valuation.
That's it. So, bro, when a man's looking at that, yeah, we get Mazraoui. It's an upgrade on Wan-Bissaka, stylistically. And then we get Ugarte on loan as well. Brother, do you know how good that is? On loan. On loan. Like, brother, on loan with a obligation to buy, bro. Like, if we do that, that frees up so much money, bro. That is unbelievable. Like, if we end up doing that, because, bro, we loaned fucking Amrabat last season. If we get Ugarte on loan, and really it should be a loan, because this brother went PSG last season, didn't really do nothing, and got replaced, didn't it? So it's one of them ones where it kind of should. Not last season, the season before, because he went under Pochettino, innit? He went 2 seasons ago. And it's one of them ones where he hasn't really done nothing there. So really and truly, he should need to prove himself now. So if we can get him on loan, it's the perfect scenario, bro, especially with Casemiro staying as well. If we can get him on loan, that means potentially we can go and buy another midfielder. We could go and buy another midfielder. Okay, cool. He went last summer. I don't know why I thought that Poch signed him. But yeah, it's one of them ones where I think it's good business.
Yeah, because like
I think it's good business. Your audio's done a mad thing.
Oh no. He's linked with Chelsea as well. Makes sense. Like, even the idea that now you can put that.
Oh yeah. He was linked with Chelsea while you had Poch in it. I think that's why. I think I got confused.
Oh, is it doing the helium thing again?
Nah, it's just gone blurry or something. It looks like your connection's lagging a little bit.
Let me refresh quick.
All right, bro. Yeah, I was getting confused, guys. I think Poch wanted him at Chelsea then, and obviously because Poch was at PSG, innit? Like I got confused, but I think that's what it was, because he was meant to go Chelsea, right? So yeah, man, maybe that's what it is. And bro, I'll be real, the Mazraoui thing, yeah. I'm not against it if it's been signed off. If it's been signed off by Ashworth, no worries, bro. If it's been signed off by Ashworth, yeah, then I'm cool with it. I don't care. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? Because between Ashworth, Barada, Vivell, and these man, if they decide, yeah, that Mazraoui fits the profile, then he fits the profile. Like, I'm not bothered no more because even the
Mhm.
Xerxes thing, yeah, bro. Xerxes a baller, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, yeah, Vincent Company had him at Anderlecht. Do you know what I'm saying? And Vincent Company would have definitely taken him back up Bayern Munich. So it's one of them things where, bro, he's a baller. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's got the physicality, he's got the attributes, he's got all these things. So to me, great signing.
And also, I think for some people as well, like it should just be better to just observe. Like that's what I've been saying with a lot of these signings. For me, just observe, see how they impact the team, if they impact the team positively, and if all your signings are duds, then it's something that you can look at Ineos for. If all your signings all out, then it's an example that they know what they're doing.
Yeah, but even this Mazraoui can't defend. Brother, man said the same thing about Dalot, bro. Do you know what I mean? Now he's the best right back in the league, bro. Like, I don't listen to people when they say these things because defending is structural first and foremost. So I'm not really trying to hear this can't defend, bro. The only player that I look at and I say he cannot defend is Trent, blood, and he doesn't want to defend. Do you know them ones? There's a difference. Most of the time when players can't defend is because they don't want to, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to hear this. I'm not trying to hear this.
And
Bruv,
also, like,
who's
can't
better
defend.
who's better than Dalot, bro? Ben White is not better than Dalot, bro. He's not, bruv. Do you know what I mean? He had a good season at right back. I put him in my team of the season at right back only because he had a good season for Arsenal and he got assists and that, bro. But let's get it right, yeah. He's not a better footballer than Diogo Dalot. He's not, bruv. So don't try it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? When I see Ben White cutting inside and whipping shots in the top corner, then we can chat, innit? Can't chat, bruv. Man's not trying to hear that, bro. Man's not trying to hear Porro.
Oh, we're talking best right backs in the league.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to hear Pedro Porro either, bruv. Do you know
Yeah,
what
no,
I'm saying?
that. King James, though.
King James. Bruv, Reece James ain't fit. He don't count, bro. I'll be honest.
Bro, this season will be different.
Bro, he didn't play all season, bro. What are we talking about? Reece James last season. What did he do last season, bro?
He had like 6 games. He played well in the good majority.
That's what I'm trying to say.
No, I understand. The argument with James is availability. This season,
yeah, well, there you go.
Last one. No,
there you go. Man can't talk to me about Reece James.
I hear it.
That's like trying to bring Mo Salah in the argument right now. That's like trying to argue Mo Salah right now based off last season. Like, man can't argue that.
For what? Best right winger.
Yeah, bro. Man didn't do nothing last season, bro. Man need to allow it, bro.
I hear that. With Salah, it's more of a GA argument.
Reece James is the best right back in the league, yeah, if he's fit and he's playing. No dispute. There's no one near him. But Reece James ain't in the argument. So
because you're just saying the availability isn't big enough.
Bro, Dalot played
this season he's got to prove everyone wrong on that. Because we can't be having another season with injuries now. It's going to be too much if we get to this season.
Brother.
But part of me feels like with the way that we're going to play, that there should be much less reasons for him to get injured. We're not doing as much.
And them are saying Timber and that. You see what I mean? This is why you don't listen to bro. Timber. Bro didn't play all last season. This man talking about.
Yeah, even James had more minutes than him.
Ben White, bruv. Listen, no. Ben White is a centre back that's playing at a right back for Arteta, yeah. And it's very much the system, yeah, that makes Ben White look like that. Like, let's not get it twisted, bro. If you man actually
to be fair, Gusto had a banging season as well.
He's a good player. I like Gusto, but he ain't better than Dalot, bro. He ain't got the experience. He could be better than Dalot. Who knows?
So you just want to see another year from him?
Yeah, bro. But he ain't better than him now. But I think he could be better than him. I like Gusto. He's very good. He's got the attributes to be very good, but he's still young.
Fair enough.
He's still young. I'm not having
another year from him. That's cool.
Ben White is a centre back playing right back in Arteta's system, bro. If you put Ben White at right back here for another team, he's getting chefed, bro. I'm confident of it. Do you know what I mean? So man needs to allow it, innit? Like, he's getting chefed. A lot of these Arsenal man, yeah, get away with what they're getting away with because they're playing in the Arsenal system, and that's fine because that's Arteta. He's supposed to do that. He's supposed to do that. The man are playing 4 centre backs. A man are talking about Ben White, bro. Tommy Arsu, bro. If you put him left back for any other team, he's getting chefed. What man talking about? But they can get away with playing Tomiyasu and Kivior, bro, because of the system. And you saw what happened to fucking Declan Rice in the Euros, mate.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Absolute scrub. You had to get carried by my star boy. So let's not talk about Arsenal, bro. I'll be real. Let's not talk about them, bro, because they're helping a lot of man rob the bank. Kai Havertz and that. They're letting Bear Man rob the bank. So man need to allow that. But like Mazraoui, good player. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not a needle mover. And I know a lot of fans want a needle mover. And he's not one of those. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. It's
at least he's offering you more than Wan-Bissaka.
Well, exactly. It's underwhelming, bro. Do you know what I mean? It is underwhelming. However, he offers more. So we just have to just take that. If we get Ugarte on loan, for instance, yeah, if the rumors are true, we get Mazraoui in, we can still get in another midfielder because we've got money for that. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not too bad. And and then once Lindelof leaves, we'll probably still get De Ligt in anyway. If we can get in, yeah, a right back, another centre back, and 2 central midfielders, I think it's been a solid window. Obviously, we need to see who that other midfielder is. Do you know what I mean? Apparently, they're saying that Rabiot turned down Liverpool because he wants United, but I don't know how accurate that is. If we're going into the season and we get rid of McTominay and we have Rabiot, Casemiro. If we have Rabiot, I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't know about this, but if we had Rabiot, yeah, if we have Rabiot, Casemiro, Ugarte, Mainu, Bruno, I'd fuck off Eriksen. But do you know what I mean? If we have these 5 as midfield options, obviously Mount's an option that we don't need to discuss here. Our midfield is stronger than it was last season. I'm not going to be too angry about that. And it's an experienced midfield as well. Because if you've got Cass, Rabiot, that's experience. And then you got Ugarte, you got legs. That and Bruno's experience as well. Like I'm not going to be upset. I wouldn't be upset with that midfield, those midfield options, because you can mix and match. So
it'll all come down to Ten Hag's structure, if anything.
Well, exactly. And to be honest, yeah, against Arsenal, the structure there, off the ball, once we're defending our defensive third, we still don't look good. I'll be honest, we still don't look good. I don't like United off the ball when they're on the back foot. But when we were pressing on the front foot, I could see that our defensive line was higher than it has been, which is a positive. But the pressing still is not sharp, innit? I don't know if it's because the players don't understand it or because it's not being coached properly. But at the moment, it still looks a bit meaty. But
I think it still might be a little preseason thing.
Oh, bro, I don't know, you know. Do you know what I'm saying?
But the difference is they've actually been around Ten Hag for a little bit, but I could understand the sharpness perspective.
You know what it is, though? Like with the pressing, though, I don't think pressing's that difficult to teach, bro. I don't think it's difficult to teach because with pressing, yeah, it's kind of like it's very easy to replicate in training. Because what are the options? They either pass it out to the guy in front, and when he gets the ball, he's either going to pass it right or left, or he's going to hoof it. There's not too many options. So as soon as the goalkeeper plays the ball out, it should be automatic because you're closing space. And most teams are going to try and play out with a 4 or a 3. Like, you're not going to see too many different things. So pressing at the beginning shouldn't be that difficult. First phase pressing. It becomes more difficult in different phases as the play builds up. But in the first phase, our pressing should be better than it is. Do you know what I'm saying?
You're basically trying to shut out all the options in front. Yeah.
Well, exactly. So the first phase, yeah, pressing should be super, super easy. Our first phase press, yeah, wasn't aggressive enough for me. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I looked at it and it was just like, sometimes it looked like we were half pressing, like we were pressing, but then we weren't overcommitting. But the whole point of pressing is you have to press. Like, if you're going to go, everyone's got to go. Do you know what I'm saying? It can't be like, oh, I'm going to half go. He's going to half go. He's going to full go. Like, it doesn't work like that. Everyone has to go at the same time. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is the problem with United. It kind of looks like I can see the players kind of running and then kind of looking over their shoulder like, is that my guy? Should I go? Are you going too? Like, it's all like, nah, man need to just go. Do you know what I'm saying?
It sounds like it's more coming down to individuals and just confusion in itself.
Yeah,
Man
but
are
again,
fully
it's
committing,
your
or
job as
like
a
they don't
coach.
know who they're marking.
It's
or
your
who they're
job as a
pressing.
coach to make sure that the intensity of the press is good. And if the intensity is not there, then you need to play players that can press with that intensity, or players that understand what they're doing. It's for you to understand and identify in training who can do it and who can't. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them ones. A man's talking about the hybrid press, but again, the hybrid press, yeah, it's one of them things where it's like, again, it's a mixture between man-to-man and zonal, yeah. But again, when you go, you still go. If you watch Arsenal, yeah, you watch Erdegaard, bro. When he goes, bruv. He initiates the press. He doesn't kind of dilly-dally. When he decides he's going, he goes, and then someone else backs him up. And that's why if he doesn't win, yeah, if he doesn't win the first ball, the person that backs him up wins the second ball. But you have to go. Do you know what I'm saying? United don't go. We're kind of just jogging out there, like trying to cover space. But it's like, yo, in order to make the player on the ball make a mistake, you have to rush them. You have to hurry them. You can't be running a little 3/4 pace press, bro, because any half decent player is stepping past that. And this is the problem. This is the problem. The reason why at top level football, a lot of teams are wary about pressing high intensity is because there's high technical level players on the other side. So if you don't press them at the correct angle and the correct intensity, they will step past you because they're technically good enough to do that. When I watch Man United and I'm seeing Scott McTominay in the first line initiating the press and he's a midfielder, straight away I'm like, this is not right. Why is Scott up there? Or why is Mount up there? Like, if we're playing 3 attackers, that we don't need 4 people in the first line, because, bro, more times, yeah, Scott's not going to be able to get from where he is into the front line to press the defender quick enough to even affect anything. It doesn't make no sense.
They've covered that much ground to try and make a press. They've just opened up more levels for the players to try and play through.
But that's what I'm saying. And at least if you watch Arsenal, yeah, their press is different because they'll play a mid block, they'll play a 4-4-2 mid block here, and Erdegaard and Havertz will be in the 2. And then Erdegaard will come forward and he'll press if they're taking too long to play out. But Arsenal don't go with 4 men in a line at the same time to press. Because, bro, you beat the first line, you beat 4 players. That doesn't even begin to make no sense. Do you know what I mean? The only way you're going with 4 man, yeah, or 5 man in the press is if you press aggressive. And you have to press so aggressive that you're almost forcing a mistake. Like, you can't half press if you're gonna go with that many players, because you can't afford for them to beat your first line because you're exposed. And this is the problem with United. The first line press is not aggressive enough. It's not aggressive because even though it looked good, because we're not used to seeing Man United play a higher line, even though it looked good, yeah, Arsenal played through our press pretty much every time. How many times did we press and actually win the ball? Like, we didn't. When you watch Liverpool, they win the ball bare. I think one season under Klopp, they had the most turnovers in the attacking third, like the most times they won the ball back, and they were clear of everyone else. Their press was proper. Our press is some little meaty press, bro. Do you know what I mean? And that's the thing. If we're gonna press like that, we need to win the ball. Because if we don't, we're gonna end up like Leeds, bro, under Bielsa, where man are trying to press and man are just walking through us and slapping us. And that's how you get beat 4-0. That's how you get beat 4-0, bro. Half pressing and it's dead. I big up my man for the super chat. He said 3 years and still the players don't understand him in our country. We do engineering in 3 years. What these players are managers, it's a joke. Bro, it is. But this is why, I'll be real, yeah. When you look at all the news coming out, the leaks coming out saying about Ruud van Nistelrooy's aura and all these things, bro, they're grooming him to replace this manager. Remember,
you had the aura quotes as well, because we had that from Maresca last week.
Brother, their man are talking about Ruud's aura and that. Bro, you gotta understand, Ruud van Nistelrooy is what, like 6'2", Man's got glasses on and man's sitting on the bench with his arms folded and that. And Rude just looks like he's the manager already. And you can tell. Do you know what I mean? All the players like Wheatley and that coming out saying, oh, yeah, like I try and pick his brains because he's the best striker the club's had and all that, bro. Aura matters, bro. And this is why Zidane walked into Real Madrid and just done the aura thing, bro. Like, bro, it matters. Like, it absolutely matters. Ten Hag ain't got no aura. He can't communicate well. And now there's been briefings. Ruud van Nistelrooy saying that he doesn't want to be known as just the attacking coach. He's letting man know that, listen, I'm a fucking coach, bro. I can coach everything. Don't look at me as the attacking coach. You think man's fucking Benny McCarthy, bro. Nah. Man's not here on the Benny McCarthy tip. I'm here to let man know that I'm Ruud van Nistelrooy. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what it is. That's why the way that Ruud van Nistelrooy, yeah, is distancing himself from this attacking coach thing. He's letting man know, listen, don't underestimate me. Don't think that I'm just the guy that's taking attacking drills. Like, I can coach defense as well. So it's one of them ones where, bro, Ruud is sitting there waiting patiently.
Mm.
And
yeah, it sounds like it.
He is, bro. And also he's gathering votes while he's there. You know them ones, because as soon as something goes wrong, everyone's gonna look and say, "Ah, well, Ruud, what do you think?" It's dangerous. Personally, I think it's dangerous because
because that sounds like the manager's gonna get undermined in like 2 months.
Exactly, but that's how football works. I'll be honest. That's how football works. The undermining starts to happen when a few things don't go right. And then Ruud's on the bench with his arms folded, not saying nothing. And then man are saying to Ruud, yeah, but like, you know what I'm saying? This and that and that. And then before you know it, blood, you get me? Man's walking the plank, fam. There's a coup, blood, I'm telling you. And it looks like it's going that way. I genuinely believe that. I know United are putting out there like, oh, one club, one ethos and all that. Yeah, that's great, innit? But the natural instincts of people is to gravitate towards the alpha, innit? And Ruud is definitely the alpha. Like, I don't think anyone can deny that. That's where the aura thing's coming from. That's where the aura thing's coming. He's the alpha, bro. When Ruud walks into the room, or even when he doesn't even walk in the room, just when he's sitting there next to the manager, you can just see it. He's just sitting there with his arms folded. And man are like, yeah, Ruud looks like the gaffer. Like, it's dangerous long term, but I think that was the plan. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like Ten Hag is Ruud's assistant. That's what it looks like from the outside. And I said Van Nistelrooy
Ten Hag's the assistant now.
Yeah,
hear it.
Van Nistelrooy doesn't want to be pigeonholed as an attacking coach, and people have worked with him or know him well say that he's very competent at the defensive side of the game, brother. This sprayer's coming in to take over. He is. And I don't have a problem with that. I'll be honest. I don't have a problem with it. I think if he's next Man United manager, I'm cool with it, bruv. You know what I mean? I'm cool with it. What are you making of your Osimhen thing? It looks like you might be getting your guy after all.
Yeah, they're talking about like a loan with an obligation to buy or something like that. Or obligation or option. Well, apparently his agent has now just denied the possibility of a loan move. So
I guess that's saying that you have to pay the money.
And I do now.
Do you think that you will pay the money though?
I've said from the start, I feel like this is just a waiting game.
You think we're waiting for them to lower the feet?
Because no one else can afford that. No one else can afford the package, and clearly so, because the only club that's come in to try and match it is PSG. And PSG, even they said, no, too much for us. We're just going to stick with our strikers. They have to get rid of him because they had the agreement.
When you look at PSG, bro, when you look at PSG, brother, they've wasted so much money on Dembele and Colomwani that, brother, they have to stick with what they've got, bro. They have to take the L with that, bro. I'll be real.
Because they were also kind of waiting for someone to take their forwards, and no one's taken their forwards.
Exactly.
So now they're sticking with their ones, and now
Ramos
they're waiting
as well. They got Colomwani.
And we're also waiting because they have to take Lukaku. So it's all just a massive stalemate. But fact is, we've got the striker they want. They have the striker we want. They've just got a fat ass package that we can't agree to.
So what?
Which is why low-key the loan move kind of made the most sense, because then you can even just test Osimhen, and let's say if he's another striker flop, Bye bye.
So could
Back
you
to
not do
Napoli. Go.
Lukaku plus money, or are they trying to do the deal separately?
Separate deals. Lukaku would go in one deal, and I think Osimhen would come in another. And Lukaku would still be the permanent move regardless. Like, we ain't loaning that brother out again.
Fairs. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how optimistic are you that the deal gets done?
I say 7. Just I don't want to go too high up, but like I have enough confidence in this only because we clearly look at Osimhen as the number 1 option. The problem is just valuation, but nobody else is testing us in this saga. It's just the waiting game. So to me, it's like they have to sell him eventually. No one else is going to have to buy him, so that valuation's got to go down. Lukaku is meant to be the replacement. He ain't going anywhere else. Conte don't want anyone else. So
yeah,
to me, it's just a matter of time, really. That's why I can have enough to say 7, but not really higher than that. Because like the valuation still has to drop, and that's the only real question mark.
And do you think he's an upgrade though?
I mean, he's a bagsman. That's basically what we need. In terms of the all-round game, like, yeah, I'm not too sure about all of that, but from what I researched into Maresca's style of play, the striker ain't meant to be having too many touches. It's just about getting into the right position and burying your chances. You might have the little drop deep and get involved a little bit, but just it's keeping the ball ticking. The rest of it is just try and find space in the final third, and we'll find you.
I hear it, man. I'm not a fan of his anyway. I don't think he scores more than Jackson if you get him. I don't think he does. You know, the thing is with Jackson, yeah, he misses a lot of chances, but he gets those chances because of his movement and other attributes that he has. I just think Osimhen's going to get less chances than Jackson because he doesn't create his own. He doesn't create his own chances, bro. So with the way that Chelsea plays stylistically, and also I don't think Osimhen suits a possession style of football. I think he suits more a transition style of football. I could be wrong because City play.
I think he's better on the counter.
Yeah, City play possession football and they got early in scoring goals. But I think City are an exception to the rule, bro. Do you know what I mean? I think that he would more suit a team that plays in transition. So I'm not really sure in it. From what I've seen of Maresca, he likes to play proper build-up football. And I wouldn't say that he's a build-up player, but who knows, innit? Like, I'm not a massive fan of Osimhen. I never have been. You know what I mean? He's an aerial threat. But other than that,
it's fair we need that too.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying. Like, my whole thing with Osimhen was that ultimately it was way too much for a player of his quality, regardless. That's why us waiting for the valuation to go down, I'm with it. Because 120 million up front and then the big ass agent fees and all of that, no, that's too much. But if you can get that down, like, I do think he's a player that could potentially fit us, only because like the way we're meant to be playing is meant to be finding him in optimal positions where you should be burying those chances. So that's all going to depend on him. For me, like, the aerial threat also is another positive because we need that in the final third. We lack that heavily. In terms of Nicholas Jackson, he might even be able to work off the striker or maybe Nkunku as well too. But I do hear it with Jackson. Jackson makes his own chances. I think Jackson's a much better all-round striker. Just think like Osimhen's going to have the finishing to match that because that's ultimately what we're lacking in itself.
Now it's going to be interesting. We'll see anyway. We'll absolutely see what gone. Do you know what I mean? As it stands, with United, we're still waiting for Wan-Bissaka to leave so Mazraoui can come in. I think this week is the week where it starts to heat up for us because obviously the Community Shield is next. Is it next weekend?
No.
Would it be the weekend? I don't know.
Yeah, because it's City. Yeah, it might be actually. It might be, I think.
I think Community Shield's next weekend.
Yeah, it is.
Which means I think we need to.
Fucking hell, time's flied.
Yeah, so we need to get a fucking move on, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think that we're gonna get
Community Shields next week. Raw.
Yeah, bro. So I think we're gonna get some work done this week. So I could see United bringing in a couple players this week. So Mazraoui and maybe Ogate maybe should be done this week. So I don't know. It's good news. I think it's going to be a busy week for us. I think this Osimhen saga is going to drag out into the season probably because you lot are going to probably want to get the best possible price for him. So yeah, we need
all
to
of our sagas are going to drag into August too. The Gallagher situation, Lukaku, whatever happens with Kepa.
But that's not close.
We got a goalkeeper.
That's not close to Gallagher stuff.
The what?
Is the Gallagher stuff not close?
Nah, not really. Just Atletico view him as a dream target, but there hasn't really been talks about. Well, there's been talks, but no real agreements. Yeah, no personal terms, no agreements in terms of fee or anything. I don't think you're getting the 50 million you want for him because it's not England, so the homegrown tax is dead now.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So get 30 if you're lucky, and just get rid of him. Get rid of him.
Yeah,
35, yeah, so around
euros. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Man can't be get 50 million pounds for Conor Gallagher. You're smoking rice, blood.
No, that's pure homegrown tax. And nothing else. Valuation, you'd be lucky to. I mean, ability, you'd be lucky to get 25.
Facts. I hear it. Do you know what I'm saying? But yo,
that one's gonna drag for a couple weeks. Kepa, we rejected the first offer we got for him in 5 years. So whatever happens, that's Chelsea's fault. Lukaku, Osimhen saga, and we just need to find a club for Chilwell. And I think Petrovic is also going to get sold too because he don't really fit possession-based football.
Yeah, not at all.
And it's a shame. I do feel bad for him, but is what it is. Part of the game.
Indeed.
Best of luck.
That's it.
That's just another thing the fan base is crying about.
That's how I feel about Wan-Bissaka. Because Wan-Bissaka, he's a good player, yeah. Like, he's a good squad player. He doesn't complain, all these things. Yeah, cool. He'd be great to just have. But, bro, he don't fit what we're trying to do, so move him on. Like, that's it. There's no room for sentiment. There's no room for, he's a good lad. He doesn't complain. When he comes in, he does a good job. Yeah, that's all well and good, but we don't care, bruv.
He's done a lot for the club and all of that.
Yeah, crap. Get him out of here, man. I hear it.
Although if I was doing it for Petrovic, who respectfully was only here for a season, and his claim is that he's just better than Sanchez. Yeah. That's not my bar. Yeah, sorry. Like great guy and everything, but let's not pretend he's bad at playing out the back. And
what happened to them Lunin links? Those disappeared real quick.
He's not even great at playing out the back himself. So that was I never believed that for a second. Part of me thinks that was literally just because Kepa was holding on Saudi because he's hoping Lunin leaves so he can go and be Madrid's number 2. So now the rumor mill is that Chelsea will buy that number 2 so he can sell Kepa off. But it don't make sense because he can't play out the back. But don't believe it.
I hear it. And
we got Jorgensen anyway.
Bruv. Listen, apparently Fulham are going to put in another bid for Scott now they've wrapped up the Smith Rowe thing. So we just need to wait and see. We just need to wait and see, guys. But we're going to redirect to League Honors channel. You know what it is. Back to back on a Tuesday. Do you know what I mean? Make sure you subscribe to Lewis's channel as well. The link is in the title. Let them know what you got coming up. Big up Monts in the chat as well. I see you, bro.
Yeah, shout out Monts. Big up, bro. I'm going to be live at 4. Latest Chelsea transfer news. So keep a lookout for that. And yeah, I think that's it for today. It's good weather outside. I'm going to enjoy the evening.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Man's going to do my other show. Man's going physio, bruv. And then, bro, I'm frying some steak on the barbecue, mate. You know what I'm saying? So
enjoy, man. Enjoy.
Come on, G.
Best of luck for the rehab too.
Come on, bro. So, big up everyone. Make sure you smash the likes here as well. 1,200. And, bro, we ain't got a 600. We ain't even got 400. You, man, are bluffing. So, get the lights up. And we're going to redirect to League Honors channel. And, I'm going to see you guys for Rants and Gunner.